Welcome to the Garden City High School TV and Digital Media Club podcast. Our goal is to bring you the best content from the events and happenings at Garden City High School, filled with the diverse voices of our students and faculty. We hope you enjoy listening as much as we enjoyed recording. Our first segment today is an interview with the stars of Steel Magnolias, the recent production for the fall play at Garden City High School. Please enjoy the insights from these very talented actresses.
Hi, my name is Maeve Gillespie, and I played Malin in Steel Magnolias.
Hi, my name is Emma Hardy. I played Nell in Steel Magnolias.
Yeah, so we're both seniors, and it was really such a great experience to be in Steel Magnolias. We both personally love theater so much and are both taking theater arts, so this is McLaughlin as well. This process was really difficult for me because my character was very emotional and dealt with hard losses. And I think as someone who's only 17 years old, that was difficult to kind of, capture. And I just want to say, Miss McLaughlin really made it such a good experience, as well as the other teachers. And I definitely agree. I think kind of getting into the characters was a bit hard at first, especially since, it does take place in the late 80s and we're all from the South. And most of us are playing in characters that are actually different from our actual age ranges. So it was interesting to kind of step into that world, but it was really nice. We definitely focused on a lot of character work throughout the rehearsal process, and throughout after school we would do certain games and stuff that would help us step into our character, which really made it easier, I think, for all of our little 6-member cast to kind of work together and build up our own storylines almost. Definitely also theater arts helped with that in that class, and of building up a foundation so we can learn. Yeah, and I think also as someone who's pursuing theater in college as well, it's nice to have such a tight-knit cast, and I think that was really helpful. And the rehearsal process we had was that of what it would be in the real world, which I think was really interesting. And that deep dive into character work was really beneficial to really add to the show. And that's something I really love about theater, is just how close you can become with people that you normally wouldn't. And it's just the human connections that derive from this rehearsal process is so almost inspiring. It's exactly that. I would 100% agree with that, because I think this was it was exactly what you said, a deep dive, a concentration into theater, into this very specific show. Literally the point was to have the women and all their connections together. And I think that the fact of having these connections made it almost just a very, like you said, it seemed very upscaled and almost mature in a sense where we all had a respect for theater in the show, I think. And we all had this respect for the characters we were playing. And it was...
Finally, we have an interview with the sophomore class president about what the year ahead holds and what she is most looking forward to for the 2023-24 school year.
Hi, my name is Abby Tsesko, and I'm here with sophomore class president,
Kayla Cherney.
I know you were freshman class president last year. Is there anything you learned from last year that you're going to use to make this year better?
Definitely. Last year, our bake sale was not that great because we didn't really know what to do. I think that might be a freshman thing. So this year, we're definitely going to get more places involved because we got to win Battle of Classes. I also think we need more preparation for bake sales. We need to get bake sales out in general, not just the Battle of the Classes bake sale. But we're probably going to do one early December just to start the Christmas vibes and do something for that. We need the whole class involved. So I definitely learned that.
So why did you run for class president?
I think I ran this year because I ran it last year. And I really enjoyed it last year. I enjoyed making a difference and getting to be a voice. And so I wanted to be able to do that again. And I knew a lot of people supported that. So
We're gonna bounce back to Spirit Week a few weeks ago. What grade do you think had the most school spirit and why?
I wish I could say us, but that's definitely not true. It's definitely the seniors, but I think the senior class is special because they won pep rally last year, and they definitely like to step it up there. They are crazy, yeah.
What is your favorite Spirit Day or event at Garden City High School and why?
Specifically this year, I really liked Barbie Day or Breast Cancer Awareness Day. I think that's a really important cause. And I like that we were able to get the whole school involved with it by also making it something fun. I just like the bracelets. I like, raising money with the bake sale too. So it's a really good cause. It's a great day.
How was this year different from your freshman year?
I think as a class and as a whole, we definitely know a lot more. We're less scared in terms of teachers yelling at us. We're kind of used to the whole routine of things. I also definitely think that there's a stigma around freshmen and no one really likes freshmen. So it's kind of refreshing to get around that. And I think as sophomores, we're able to see that freshmen aren't that bad. So
what do you predict for Garden City football this year?
I'm actually a big Garden City football fan myself. I like to go to a lot of games. I'm a football fan in general. I think they're definitely going to get to Long Island Championship like they did last year. I hope they win. I'll be there, hopefully, for all the playoff games, cheering them on. So, yeah, I hope that they win. I get to brag about it to my friends who don't live in Garden City.
Do you play a school sport?
I do. I'm on volleyball and softball.
Is it easy to juggle sports and being president?
It definitely depends. I think it's going to get harder on varsity sports because sometimes I have a meeting and I'll have to miss a whole practice. So hopefully the meeting doesn't land on a game day, because that might be an issue. But as of right now, I think it's definitely okay to manage.
What are your goals as president this year?
My goals are basically to just make the class more spiritful, if that's a word. Just make us more like a group instead of individuals. I want us to work together, and I want to hear everyone's voices. I have a lot of people that ask me questions on Snapchat when they need to know something, and I usually have answers. So if anyone ever needs anything, I got them. And yeah, I want our class to be better as a group and have more school spirit.
It's a great answer. What do you enjoy most about being president?
I think I said this before, but I really enjoy getting to be a voice for the class. I like when people come to me for help. I like helping people, and I like when people find out that something happens that I helped make happen, and then they are excited about it. So I definitely like helping people. That's a big part of it.
How can you get students involved in issues around the school?
That is quite difficult sometimes, but I think that especially when it's a cause or a foundation, if we do an event in which community service hours are given, everyone's pretty committed to getting a lot of community service hours, one for honor society and two just to graduate. So I think it's a big thing when you offer community service hours. I know Italian Club just did a walk for a foundation, and it was every $1 helps you get a few hours. So that was really fun. And also bake sales, new bake sales for foundation. People might not always be willing to just donate money, but when there's candy or food and snacks for it, that's how you usually raise a lot of money for stuff.
What has been the easiest decision you've made this year, and what is the hardest decision you've made this year as a president?
As freshman class president, I would definitely say one of the harder decisions I had to make was I was on a board in which we were deciding if we were going to lower the percentage of the Regents grades because it was 20. Last year went down to 12. There's kind of a lot of factors to think about that because the quarter percentages go up. And I think that for kids that are in honors classes, that might negatively affect them a little more because your average might be a little lower and then the Regents won't bring it up as much if you get a good grade on it. But for the percentage of kids who are struggling and don't get the best grade on the Regents or just have a bad day on the Regents, it definitely helps when their average doesn't get destroyed by a 20% thing. But it was definitely a hard decision to make just with all the factors contributing to it. I think one of the easier decisions to make was just trying to get everyone involved for certain things. Like, I'm not gonna not want people involved. I want everyone in on decisions. I want everyone in helping pep rally. So it's like when putting stuff out like that, that's like really easy to do, especially with social media.
And we're gonna wrap it up with one fun question. What was your favorite memory from being class president last year?
I think my favorite memory was actually after I found out that I was elected, and actually similar to this year too, and getting to call my parents and tell them because they were super excited. And then this year actually just getting elected because I wasn't really expecting it. So that was pretty amazing. That was pretty fun. And then last year, like, not with the election process, I would just say, and this sounds silly, but like getting to meet with the superintendent every month was actually quite fun because we got to like bring up a lot of issues. And that's the student council, and anyone can join student council if they want, every other Tuesday morning. But yeah, that was actually really fun because you kind of like build relationships with people in different classes, and it's you get to like share issues and see as things get fixed, and that's actually a quite enjoyable process.
Well, thank you for joining us today on our new podcast.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for listening to the GCHS TV and Digital Media Club podcast. If you love this content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and be on the lookout for future updates.